What's up, Tiger fans? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're breaking down what LSU needs to do to take care of business versus the USC Trojans on September 1st in Las Vegas. This is a huge game to kick off the season, and we got a lot to cover, so let's dive right on into it. First things first, it all starts by controlling the line of scrimmage. It starts in the trenches. LSU's success in this game will heavily depend on controlling the line of scrimmage. On offense, the big guys up front, Emory Jones, Will Campbell. They need to be able to control the line of scrimmage, pave the way for the running game. Caleb Jackson, the rest of those guys in that running back room, those guys have been having a really good spring, a really good practice, and they're ready to run over some guys. Man, Caleb has put on a lot of muscle. He was already pretty big, pretty jacked as a freshman, but this is his second year. He's put on a lot of muscle. I'm pretty sure that LSU's defense is happy they don't have to tackle him so much in practice, and he can inflict some of that physicality on other players, right? Or the opposite team. But the offensive line need to be able to pave the way for the run game. We've got to keep USC's defense honest by establishing the run, being able to protect Garrett Nussmeier so he can have time to distribute the ball to the wide receivers and the tight ends. If we can first establish the run game, that will open up the passing lanes for the quarterback, and so got to be able to control the trenches. And on the flip side, our defensive line needs to bring that heat, right? Well, we got to get pressure on Miller Moss, USC's quarterback, disrupt their passing game and stuff the run. If we can control the trenches, we set the tone for the entire game. Lincoln Riley runs a air raid offense, so that he's going to be definitely looking to throw the ball a whole lot. And so we got to be able to put pressure on Miller Moss and hit him often, right? And so got to be able to do that. Next is effective, efficient quarterback play, right? So LSU and USC have a lot in common, right? If you look at both teams, right? And so even with the quarterbacks, both teams are losing Heisman winning quarterbacks, right? Caleb Williams went number 1 overall to the Chicago Bears, and Jayden Daniels went number 2 overall to the Washington Commanders. Both of them are Heisman winning quarterbacks in their own right. And so, both teams are starting new quarterbacks. You got Nussmeier on the LSU side, and you got Miller Moss on USC side, right? So the LSU, Garrett Nussmeier, I want to say that I'm 100% on the Nuss bus. I believe in Nussmeier. I would give Nussmeier the edge over Miller Moss because Nussmeier has bigger moments and bigger games. But I'm quite sure Miller Moss is not a slouch, but I would give the edge up to LSU in the quarterback room. But need Garrett Nussmeier to be sharp, make smart decisions, avoid turnovers, not get too high, not get too low. Got to hit those key passes, especially on third down, and we need just to keep those chains moving and maintain the drives. Time of possession is huge. Every possession counts, and just need. Well, Garrett Nussmeier's performance is going to be critical in this game. So definitely got to be efficient and got to be effective. Next, hey man, strong defensive secondary play, right? So again, Lincoln Riley runs a air raid offense. So USC is going to be bringing a strong passing attack. They got some talented wide receivers on that side of the ball. So it's going to be imperative that the secondary plays well, so got to be locked in, no blown coverages, no big plays allowed, got to stay disciplined and capitalize on any mistakes. Man, I can't talk that Miller Moss makes. If the DBs and that secondary can hold strong, it's going to be tough for USC to move the ball through the air, which they really want to do. And so, defensive secondary play is going to have to be crucial in order for LSU to win this game. Next, it's a unit that's often forgotten about, right? But the special teams, they're often the unsung heroes of the game. So field position is going to be key, and we need to win that battle in a kicking game, whether it's nailing a long field goal or pinning USC deep on a punt, right? USC has a very, very talented kickoff returner. He plays wide receiver. I think his name is Dion Branch. I might be saying his name wrong, but the kid is really, really talented. And so LSU would do themselves a huge favor by not punting the ball to him and just keeping the ball away from him in special teams. And that's, on our end, we need to, it just seems like that's been a sore spot for LSU over the last couple of seasons. Just haven't been able to find a consistent guy to, turn the field for LSU, right? By breaking off long returns. And so, got to be better on special teams. Special teams is often a huge difference in games. Just think about how many big games you'll watch where a field goal or extra point was the reason why your favorite team or another team lost the game. So special teams is going to be huge. Special teams execution is going to be huge in this game. Next, turnovers, right? LSU got to win the turnover turnovers. Winning the turnover battle is going to be essential for LSU. First of all, we need to protect the ball on offense, but we need to create turnovers on defense. Every extra possession is a chance to put points on the board for LSU. And in a game like this, that's definitely going to be a deciding factor. So LSU is going to have to definitely take care of the ball on offense, but the defense has to be opportunistic and try to create some turnovers to give the offense more chances to score. Next is going to be game management. So coaches obviously are going to play a huge role in this game too. Effective game management from the sideline, whether it's clock management, play calling. Play calling definitely, got to try to be balanced, right? A mixture of run and pass. Although Nussmeier has experience and he's been in the system for a while, I'm pretty sure Nussmeier is probably going to be a little nervous. So I think it'll be great if the LSU play callers can give Nussmeier some easy throws that he can complete to get his confidence, going, and so he can settle into the game. So play calling, making the right adjustments on the fly. It seems like LSU has had problems doing that, especially on the defensive side of the ball in years past. So be interesting to see what Blake Baker does if LSU finds himself in a difficult situation. And the coaching staff, needs to keep the team calm. Again, don't let the team get too low. Don't let the team get too high. This is going to be a difficult game. It's going to be some adversity in this game. So it's going to be critical that the sideline is managed, correctly. And this smart play calling and decision just throughout the game, for this LSU coaching staff. So definitely effective game management. Next, physicality and stamina, right? So, LSU just needs to bring the physicality from the first snap of the game, right? Just bust somebody in the mouth, man, whether it's on the defensive side of the ball, on the offensive side of the ball. Physicality, make that guy opposite of you want to quit. And so we got to just be able to wear USC down, especially in the late quarters. And that's where you're going to see the conditioning and also the depth, right? Who has enough guys? Who has enough guys that's going to come out and want to win every single play, all four downs, right? And so that's where you're really going to see that pay off. If LSU can outlast USC physically, then that's going to be one of the edges that's going to put LSU on top, right? When it matters the most is definitely physicality and stamina. So there you have it, Tiger fans. Those are my keys to victory that I think LSU need to execute over USC on September 1st. If our boys can execute in those areas, we'll be celebrating a big win to kick off the season, a much needed win. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments below how you think the game will play out. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that bell so you never miss an update from the channel. And so until next time, Tiger fans, go Tigers, and I'm out.